Hello, and welcome to the YouTube home of Grace Bible Fellowship. Now, let me say from the outset here that this video is not meant to be inflammatory. I am not looking to start an argument with anybody. What this is meant to do is to be a bit of a guide, a bit of a help, specifically to those people who might be in a high school biology course or a high school physics course where your faith is going to be attacked. And it will be. It's just a fact. I've been through the system. I know how it works. Today, I'm gonna draw a little bit on a conversation I had with one of my instructors at the local college here. I got into a debate, a little bit of a private discussion with my psychology instructor a few weeks back about the existence of God and how I can believe in a God and how somebody who's calls themselves educated could possibly believe in a higher power. And I'm basically going to tell you what I told him. Regardless of whether you are a young earth creationist, an old earth creationist, a hardened evolutionist, atheist, agnostic, it's somewhat irrelevant, because if we look at it even from a scientific perspective, we have a universe. We have, within that universe, we have space, time, matter, and energy. Now, without getting too detailed into it, because one could argue that matter is also energy, or time is also energy, depending on which theory you're going with, whether it could be Einstein, Nikola Tesla, etc., etc., we're going to leave it with space, time, matter, and energy, just for simplicity's sake. Now, there's a concept in physics that every cause requires an effect. Now, I think it's safe to conclude that the universe was caused by something. I think creationists and evolutionists agree on this. Now, where we differ is that evolutionists will tend to tell you that, well, they actually don't know what the cause is, as far as I can figure. And a creationist will tell you, God did it. And for somebody scientifically minded, they might say, that's not good enough for me. Fair enough. Let's examine the evidence from a philosophical point of view. You have space, you have time, you have matter, you have energy. All of those things require a cause. Now, the same concept in physics that says every effect requires a cause also says that the effect can never be greater than the cause. So if we look at it, all the space, all the time, all the matter, all the energy in the universe has to have a cause that is greater than itself. Basically what that means is whatever it is that created the universe has to be greater than all matter, greater than all time, greater than all space, and greater than all energy. Now if we break this down, if we're greater than all energy and all matter in the universe, that would make whatever caused the energy and matter in the universe to be all-powerful over all the matter and all the energy in the universe, omnipotent. Okay? Now, it's a little bit hard to grasp for the average person that time is a thing, but time is essentially a thing. We can manipulate time to a certain degree. If you want to know more about that, you have to look at Einstein's theories of relativity. And I won't get into that here. But whatever caused time to come into existence when it caused the universe to come into existence has to be greater than time. What that means is it's not held in by the confines of time. That means whatever caused the universe always has been, is, and always will be. It has no beginning, it has no end. Whatever caused the universe is, in fact, eternal. This has to be, just even based on science. We don't have to have a religious debate to prove this. Now, on top of that, space. Whatever caused the universe had to also cause space. And again, for lots of ordinary people, it's hard to wrap your head around the fact that space is a thing, but we know space is a thing Again, if you want to get more into that, you could do so on your own time. There's not enough time in a 10-minute YouTube video to discuss that, but if you even look at distant galaxies, you can see that because of the inflation of the space between the galaxies are actually moving apart. That's where you get redshift and blue shift and all that fun jazz. But at any rate, whatever caused space has to be above space. It has to transcend space. And in transcending space, that means you're not held in by space, which means that you are effectively all places at all times. Now, to sum up what I've said here, essentially what that means is whatever caused the universe, Christians call it God, and why I believe that the Christian way is right is a totally different video and probably wouldn't fit in 10 minutes, but whatever has created the universe transcends time, transcends matter, transcends energy, and transcends space. That means you have an all-powerful, all-knowing, eternal, and basically you have a God, is what you end up with at the end of this. Whether you call it God or not is irrelevant. I think from a philosophical point of view, it is intellectually dishonest to say that there is no such thing as a higher power based on the philosophy behind it. Now, like I said, this is aimed at high school people and stuff like that who are maybe being exposed to some of this evolutionary Darwinian stuff for the first time. Now, if I don't encourage you to go out and pick fights with your teachers. That's not a very wise thing to do. But if you are looking to defend your faith for your own well-being and contentment of mind, this book comes highly recommended. I've started reading it. What I've read is good. I'll admit I haven't read it cover to cover. But it is Evolution Exposed by Roger Patterson. I'm sure you could find it on Amazon or something like that. If you're looking to get further into this, that's probably a good place to start. That's about all I have today. I'm with Grace Bible Fellowship. Come join the revival. Thanks. He can move the mountains. My God is my